Okay, hopefully that's enough time. But there, a lot of it is just having to do with sort of the strategies and ways that a business can actually identify the need for change. But we'll look at all of these a lot more closely when we in this content block. So, in terms of just understanding the idea of change, change in general is quite confronting and it makes people nervous. And as individuals, we get quite ingrained into our routines, and it can be challenging to accept the need for change, let alone even just, support it. Because, people like to stick with what they understand and what, is comfortable to them. And so moving from that state can be a bit confronting. And so it's very important to understand that when it does come to change, it's inevitable and it's ongoing. So it's not like, if you think about your personal life or even for businesses, they're not going to stay in one state. Things are going to keep happening, whether that be in their internal environment or external environment. Regardless, change will occur and you can't escape it. And so that kind of brings us to the idea of um, business change. So, specifically looking at change in the context of businesses, this relates to a planned or unplanned response by an organization to an internal or external pressure that results in an alteration to the business. So, basically, what this definition is saying, it's just saying that change will occur where there is an internal or external pressure, and change can be planned or it can also be unplanned. And so this also brings us to the idea of reactive and proactive change. So reactive change is when a business, or it's when you act in response to a situation rather than, creating or controlling it. So an event has occurred and now you're reacting in response to that. That is a reactive approach to change. Whereas proactive is creating or controlling a situation rather than just responding to it after it has happened. So you're more so now taking more liberty or more initiative to control or create a situation rather than reacting to it after it's happened. So these terms might sound familiar to you because we did look at them in approaches to quality. Businesses can take a reactive or proactive approach to quality. Same kind of idea. So business can also take a reactive or proactive approach to change as well. And so how do we know when we need to change? A business will look at their key performance indicators, and that will help them to sort of make the decision that, okay, maybe we actually need to change. Maybe the specific key performance indicator is at a low or it's at a high, and that is suggesting us that things have to change. But we'll look at KPIs, and KPIs is a really important part of the study design. And so yes, we will look at that in the next couple of slides. So in terms of just understanding what the better approach to change is, proactive would always be better, just because the business is, they're anticipating it. They're taking control of the situation, and they're, creating an event rather than acting in response to an event. Because reactive approaches to change, they might not necessarily have the resources. It often might be unprecedented. And so a business could be unprepared to actually deal with the change. So that's why proactive is always a better approach. Okay,